Welcome and thank you for attending today. Our presentation includes this handbook and the Shared Work web page. Be sure you have the web page bookmarked. As an employer representative, you are responsible for understanding all the information presented. I will be highlighting areas that need emphasis. Please read through and be familiar with the entire document. You are the liaison and you must be informed. Your employees and the staff here at Shared Work are depending on you. Please write your Employment Security Department number here. Anytime you communicate with us, phone, fax, or email, include your ESD number. Note the lower right corner. These three participant forms can only be faxed to the number listed. If they are not faxed to this number, they will not be processed. The approval email we sent to you included this legend and your participant list. It explains designations that are in the right column on the participant list. Be sure to give the participant packet to all employees. These are your responsibilities. Be sure your employees know to contact you with any questions. Be sure forms are signed, complete, and legible. Once your employees start claiming, be sure they know and understand they are to claim each and every week, whether they work 0 hours or 50 hours. These are additional responsibilities that must be addressed within 10 days. Do not contact the regular unemployment insurance claim center for problem resolution while participating in the Shared Work program. The participant application must be complete, legible, and signed. As a representative, it is your responsibility to check over forms before they are sent to the number in the upper right corner. Box 22. If the employee is not a citizen, that is okay. Just be sure they complete 23 and 24. Notice number 24 says attach a copy of both sides of their registration card. Box 27 must always be a Sunday date. It can be the Sunday just before their hours are reduced. It can be the Sunday that the company plan starts, or it could be the Sunday immediately following the expiration of a just expired claim. Box 35, if they have worked in any other state in the last 2 years, be sure to answer yes and include the state or states. Also answer numbers 36 and 37. Box 42 begins their work history. It starts here with the Shared Work employer. Be sure the ESD number is included. The hire date is always the most recent hire date. And don't forget the date hours recently reduced. The next section is for employees that had the ABY or alternate base year designation on the participant list we returned to you. If an employee had an ABY in the agency use only column of the participant list, they should check yes, granting permission to file an alternate base year claim. The employee's signature is required. The work history continues here and must include other employers the employee is working for or has worked for in the last 2 years. We do not need the other employer's ESD number. If the employee is taking care of a family member and receives payment from Department of Social and Health Services, or they help with the high school basketball team and receive a stipend from the school district, these are employers and need to be included. This is the weekly claim form. The Saturday date under first week is the week ending date. A week begins Sunday and ends Saturday. All the information on the form is for the period Sunday through the Saturday date indicated. Question 1 is usually yes. The only time it would be no is if the employee had unpaid time off for hours that they could have worked. All paid time, sick, vacation, holiday, and work is considered the same. There is no distinguishing between work hours and paid time off in shared work. All paid time is considered the same. Please write down the following alternative wording for question 1. Were you in a pay status for all the hours your employer had for you this week? Were you in a pay status for all the hours your employer had for you this week? I think this question is clearer for shared work purposes. Question 2 is always yes for shared work participants. 3 through 7 are usually no, but be sure they answer them honestly. Question 8, did you work or did you have paid time off? This is usually yes. Section D, enter the shared work employer's name, then the total paid hours, which includes work hours and any paid time off for this week. List the gross earnings for the hours listed. If they worked for another employer this week, enter the employer name along with the total paid hours and gross earnings. Be sure the employee signs the form and it is faxed to the number in the upper right corner of the form. This calculation chart explains how the automated system calculates participant benefit payments when they are eligible for shared work benefits. If in a particular week their hours are out of the shared work range, which is 20 to 36 hours for a 40-hour employee, their claim will be calculated using the earnings deduction chart. Auditing the payment report is one of the representative's most important responsibilities. This is sent via U.S. mail and must get to the representative. Compare the hours worked and earns columns with payroll records for the same period. The time period is from the Saturday date listed under week paid back to the previous Sunday. Our weeks are defined as Sunday through Saturday midnight. If there is a discrepancy, use the weekly claim correction form to inform us of the correct numbers. The weekly claim correction form is used to report when there is a difference between the hours and earnings on the payment report and your payroll records. It is important that your employees know how to claim accurately. Be sure the employee checks that they agree or disagree with the information and signs the form. Fax it to the number in the upper right corner. The participant add form is used to add an employee to your shared work plan. If they are eligible, they will be added effective the Sunday prior to the date we receive the form. Please do not send participant applications until directed by shared work. The participant removal form must be submitted when a shared work participant leaves the company. Failure to send it within 10 days of the last day worked is cause for revocation of the shared work plan. Shared work employees have a special designation and are treated differently than the regular unemployed by the automated system. When they leave your company, they are no longer entitled to shared work benefits. We would not know to redesignate them unless you tell us by sending this form. Whatever your current practices are when someone leaves, collecting keys, ID cards, getting their address for their final check, or a 1099, add the shared work participant removal form to that list. On these next two What's Next pages, I would like you to be sure and emphasize the highlighted areas with your employees. The second paragraph on the left, how do I file my weekly claim? They can access the automated system using the phone or internet. The last paragraph in the left column, what is a waiting week? It is important that your employees are clear on the definition of the wait week and that they must claim even though they do not receive benefits for the wait week. The first four paragraphs on the right-hand side are about how the personal identification number or PIN are set up. Be sure they understand the importance of the PIN. The sixth paragraph begins, If we need more information, this paragraph is very important and must be reviewed with your employees. When the system tells them your call will be transferred, they must hang up and call shared work. This is the only time they are to call shared work directly. The reason for the prompt usually has to do with these two questions. Were you able and available for all work your employer had for you, and they answer no? Or did you work for any other employer this week, and they answer yes? The automated system is not capable of capturing the detail of the responses, such as an employer address, etc. Be sure the employee understands clearly that whenever they hear your call will be transferred, they are going to hang up and call us here at Shared Work. They can call between 8 and 5 Monday through Friday, and a representative will complete the claim with them. This page is very helpful for your employees. These are the questions they will be asked when using the automated system. First, they should know that if they make a mistake or want to change something, they just hang up or log out, wait 15 to 20 minutes, and begin again. Question 1. Shared work participants must be able to work and available for work each day. Shared work benefits are paid based upon total paid hours without distinction between paid sick, paid vacation, paid holiday, or work hours. They are all the same. For clarification purposes, you may want to jot this down. Were you in a pay status for all the hours your employer had for you this week? The only time question 1 is no is if the employee had unpaid time off for hours that they could have worked. Question 2 is always yes. The answer to question 2 is always yes. On the other hand, questions 6 and 7 are always no. All paid hours are considered the same as work hours, so no distinction is made between any paid time off and work hours. Notice the bold type provides the employee specific instructions, which state that paid holiday and vacation hours are to be reported under question 12. Notice the bold type in question 12. This is where the employee will report all paid hours. Shared work participants are to direct all questions to the employer representative. Please do not contact the Claim Center for assistance. The forms listed here, as well as short how-to videos, are located at the Shared Work webpage, where we will go now. This is the Shared Work homepage and has introductory information. Towards the bottom, under Shared Work's Forms, you will want to click on the light blue text that says Shared Work Document and Media Library. This is your source for Shared Work information. Please make a note. Be sure this page is a favorite or bookmarked. Forms and documents are just a click away, and you can watch a brief video for a quick refresher. This page is a valuable resource. Towards the bottom, under Plan Forms, click the Upload link to transmit files from your computer to Shared Work. The Upload tool uses a secure server and is a safe way to transmit employee Social Security numbers. Please do not email employee Social Security numbers. Thank you for your attention to this information about your responsibilities and the Shared Work program. Your employees and the Shared Work staff appreciate a knowledgeable representative. If you have any questions, please call 800-752-2500 and a Shared Work representative will be happy to assist you.